Okay, let's picture this scene. It's epic, right? Arjuna, the great warrior. He's on the battlefield, Kurukshetra, and his bow, the Gandiva, his legendary weapon, it's actually slipping from his hands. They're trembling.
And it's crucial, isn't it? It's not because he's physically weak. It's something deeper. His spirit, his resolve, it just collapses. He's ready to give up right there.
Exactly. And in that moment, that absolute pit of despair, that's when, as the texts say, the eternal Lord spoke. And the words are so direct, so powerful.
Which, well, the translation really hits home. Do not yield to this unmanliness, O Partha. It does not befit you.
It's amazing because it's not just fight. It's like saying this weakness, this despair, that's not actually you.
Right. It doesn't fit you. And that's the jumping off point for our deep dive today. This isn't just ancient history. It feels incredibly relevant for anyone, facing their own battlefield moments.
We're drawing from the wisdom of Sanatan Dharma, specifically looking at insights from Karante, and exploring this idea that never giving up isn't just being stubborn. It's fundamentally about Dharma.
Yeah, Dharma. And it's such a rich concept. It's not just duty in a simple sense. It's more like the underlying principle of existence, the cosmic order. And crucially, your unique role within that, your swadharma.
Specific path.
Your specific path, your true nature, your responsibilities. So never giving up becomes about aligning with that, standing up for that again and again, no matter how tough things get. It's foundational.
Okay, so if Dharma is this huge cosmic thing, how do we connect that to our own, personal struggles? Where does resilience begin for us as individuals?
The Gita gives this almost startling instruction, Udaratmana atmana, lift yourself by yourself.
Yeah, that sounds demanding, doesn't it? Be your own rescuer.
Totally. It sounds incredibly hard. Well, yes, but here's the key insight from Sanatan Dharma. It doesn't just give you the command, it gives you the reason you're capable of it. The philosophy says you aren't fundamentally flawed or broken.
Yeah.
You're described as a matasya putraha, a child of immortality. Now that sounds poetic, but it's a core Upanishadic teaching. It means your true essence, your self. It's divine, it's eternal, it's unbound.
Wow. So the strength isn't something you have to somehow find outside yourself.
Exactly. It's realizing what's already inherent within you. It shifts the perspective from I need to become strong to I need to uncover the strength I am.
Yeah, that changes things.
Yeah.
If we have this immortal core, this deep potential, how do the teachings guide us on the practice of perseverance? Because knowing you have potential is one thing, but, actually sticking with it day after day,
Yeah.
that's the hard part.
Absolutely. And the tradition embeds this everywhere. Our source mentions it. It's in every mantra, every sloka, every fire that blazes in a yajna. It's not just talk. It's woven into the practices.
How so? Like with mantras?
Well, think about chanting. The very act of repetition, it's discipline, right? It trains the mind. Each time you repeat the mantra, it's a small act of recommitment, of not giving up on that focus, on that intention.
Ah, I see. The practice itself builds the muscle of perseverance.
Precisely. And there's a beautiful verse in the Gita that ties this together. Shradhav von labhate janam. It means the one with faith, perseverance, and reverence gains wisdom. Notice the three parts.
Faith, perseverance, reverence.
Right. And Shraddha here isn't blind faith. It's more like this deep, unwavering conviction or trust in the path. Combine that with the actual hard work, the perseverance, and a kind of respect or devotion for the process itself. That's what leads to wisdom.
So wisdom isn't just knowing stuff. It's earned through that whole combination, okay? And this journey, it can feel long, right? Things can go wrong. What about actual failure? Or like the end of things?
Well, that brings us to another profound insight, this one from the Rig Veda.
Nahanyate hanyamana sharire.
The self is not slain when the body is slain. Think about that. It completely reframes defeat.
Yeah, because if the body, the physical part, is temporary, if our plans can fail, our situations can crumble, what is it that can't be defeated?
The eternal self, your true essence. According to this wisdom, it's indestructible. So the reason you never give up, it stops being about avoiding some final external loss.
Because you can't actually be lost in that way.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that your inner spirit stays whole, regardless of what happens on the outside. It's not about winning for the world.
It's an internal victory. The why is for your own self, as the source puts it. Your journey isn't just random. It's about waking up, uplifting yourself, dealing with your karma.
Earning karma, yeah. And revealing that divine spark that's already within you, that purpose makes the struggle itself meaningful.
So how does that change how we, handle the day-to-day ups and downs, the actual feeling of struggling?
Well, the Upanishads offer guidance there too. There's a line, Yasyana hankta bhava bhutya, yasyana lipyate. Basically, he who has no ego tied up in it, whose intellect remains steady, he is not touched by defeat.
No ego. Steady intellect. Not touched by defeat. How does that work?
It implies that if your sense of self, your ego, isn't totally dependent on winning or losing, and if your mind, your intellect, doesn't get completely attached to the outcome, then the effort itself becomes the point. The struggle becomes, in a way, sacred.
Ah, okay. So you pour yourself into it, but you're not defined by whether you win or lose in that specific instance. The value is in the aligned effort itself.
Exactly. It frees you up, in a sense. It reminds me of what Sri Krishna tells Arjuna, cutting right through all the emotional turmoil.
Which part?
He says, Sukduha sam kuitfala blabhavadarwa. Treat pleasure and pain, gain and loss, victory and defeat. Treat them all with the same mind. And then rise to your duty, your dharma.
Treat them the same. That's a high bar.
It is. But it's not about being numb or emotionless. It's about cultivating inner stability and equanimity, recognizing that joys and sorrows, wins and losses, they're like waves. They come and go.
But they don't have to knock you off your path.
Right. They don't define your commitment to your purpose, to your swadharma. That inner steadiness allows you to keep going purposefully.
So wrapping this all together,
Yeah.
what's the core takeaway for you listening right now? It really feels like it boils down to this. You were not born to quit.
You weren't born to just escape difficulties. You were born to transform through them.
Yeah. And the reason to never give up, it isn't because you're guaranteed to succeed in some worldly sense.
No, it's because the path itself, the path of aligning with your dharma, of striving, of seeking, that path is divine. That's the heart of Sanatan Dharma. It's the way of the immortals, the seekers, the spiritual warriors.
And the implication then for your own journey is pretty profound. As long as you are walking that path, committed to your dharma, trying to lift yourself.
You've already won. The victory is in the walking, in the striving itself.
Wow. That's a powerful way to see it.
It is. And maybe a good final thought to leave everyone with is that timeless call from Swami Vivekananda, inspired by the Kathopanishad. He just summed up this whole spirit so perfectly. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached.
A call to action for all of us. Arise, awake, stop not. Thank you.